Wow, is that serious discussion? I didn't know it was this serious. So guys, we're gonna check out the Steam discussion, not the reviews. We don't have the reviews still on our creators playtest. People are saying that it's pretty interesting to check out, so I'm gonna check it out. I like the game. I think people should have definitely checked it out. I already made like 3 videos to please check out the game and then play it at least once. Server Slam is gone now. No more chances. You need to buy it at least to play the game. Anyways, I think the game is still great. It's really good. The Server Slam had some issues in my opinion. They should have not locked the storage or like the quest too much. It was like basically tutorial level, but it's also understandable the Server Slam is just for server test, not for you guys to actually enjoy the whole game like the tech test, game test like last time playtest. That playtest 2 was better in my opinion. And also the AIs were a little bit more sensitive and it was a bit annoying on that part. I think a lot of new players would have hated it. So I'm guessing the discussion part or the whatever the review is gonna be bad in my opinion. But anyways, let's check out. Let's check out like these ones, the famous one. Petition for PvE mode. Why I sighed is that not because of the PvE mode, it's because why are people hating on it? I think it's perfectly fine if we have PvE mode. I think more option for gamers to try play the game is the better. There's gonna be again talk of PvP chats coming into chat or the comments saying that, but it divides the gamer, it divides the players. Yes, but a little bit. Basically, what actually happens is that, guys, I already explained it today earlier because one guy was whining in my stream. PvP, there's PvP, but if you add PvE, some people will leave there, but there's gonna be more people hopping in just because of PvE. If there's only PvP, there's gonna be people who never hop in. So only some part of the people will go PvE, and you know what's good? The people who experienced PvE will go back to PvP. Not all of them, obviously. So it's not really splitting the player base. It does a little bit, but I think it's overall better. You know what I mean? Anyways, I said that, and then we can move on. Petition for PvE. If you want PvE mode, just sign here. We have to let them know what the player base really wants, which is perfectly fine. I just hate the people who goes on hating on people for no reason. See, somebody already put the gesture face. I bet it's gonna be the PvP lovers. Or how should I call it? PvP enthusiasts, should I say? It's just ridiculous in my opinion that people hating on people for that. I don't like it. And sometimes PvE lovers become like too aggressive too. I just don't like this fight about PvE mode. It's so stupid. Let the people play whatever they want. Let the people demand whatever they want. Just move on. Don't mock the people. Don't fight the people. It's so stupid in my opinion. Anyways, there you go, that's the first one. The player base. I'm part of the player base. I play PvE very much, but I don't want the PvE only in this game. Is he talking about PvE mode or PvE only for the game? I think it will have PvP and PvE if they add it. I don't think they're gonna suddenly turn into PvE game only, obviously. I hope they add PvE. Pure PvE is needed. I think it's greater than Tarkov in our creators, because Tarkov AIs are, as you guys all know, it's kind of horrible. It's pretty bad. But our creators' AIs are amazing to fight. I think that's one of the best AI designs I've ever seen. It can be annoying, it can be tough, but they're the best. I love the AI design so much. Anyways, I'll just move on. There's gotta be PvE lovers just voting and then a bunch of PvE haters coming in, I bet. Discussions again. Oh, I can't read that one. This one? Ukrainian language. Is the Ukrainian language planned? I mean, I'm not Ukrainian, so I can't really talk about it. So buy or skip. Buy or skip. I skipped. Might we buy it in the future maybe, perhaps. Easiest skip of the year. Wow, really? Buy. Try it and decide yourself. Exactly, that's the answer. 100% best answer. Please try it at least. If you don't want to try it, don't even be here. Asking YouTubers, streamers' opinion, your friend's opinion is useless. I mean, it can help you obviously, but you need to at least try it. I think that's needed. And in my opinion, like the best number of hours you need to try out is at least 2 hours. Steam has refund options of 2 hours, and 2 hours is, I think, okay-ish time to try it at least, so you can refund it if you really hate it. There's literally a Steam refund option saying that the game is not fun or whatever. For me, at least, at the moment, it's indecisive. On the other hand, it's a good looking game. On the other hand, the actual gunplay feels like meh. I kind of understand what he's saying. The gunplay is like not like super great. Skip if launch is what we're playing now. Of course it's not. It's a playtest. As for Refund, it's part of garbage. Cheaters are everywhere. What? People shooting from inside closed rooms and headshot you outside. I haven't experienced any cheaters personally. Like, I think there's like always, whenever the game is hype, there's way more legitimate players than cheaters. There could be. I don't know. Maybe I didn't see it. I can't be sure about the things I haven't seen, but there was 150k people playing. There are people who always say only cheater, cheater, cheater. Like, they don't even care about any game. They just go everywhere and say cheater, cheater, cheater. There are people like that. I don't know if this guy's like that, or maybe he just died in a ridiculous way and he's just, you know, angry about that. I don't know. Let's move on. Skip for sure. It was good to try it out, though, and make my decision not to buy it. Okay, that's completely fair. I'm giving the game a miss after today's server test. Like, I kind of felt like the server test wasn't like that great for the new players. Like, they should have toned down the AIs rather than hyping it up. I kind of feel Embark Studios kind of act too confident. Let's say they were too confident because they buffed up the AIs a lot, I think. And then also they limited the contents a lot more than the last playtest, thinking that the hype would just carry on and then it would just make people just be happy even though they content lock, and then they make the AI stronger, or they're just testing out how fast people consume the contents faster. I think that's what they done in Embark Studios, but I don't think it was a good decision because any new players who just hopped on for the playtest would feel bad about it, in my opinion. Anyways, at the exits, you only find players who shoot you down when you call the lift and then steal your stuff. I definitely felt it a lot as a solo player. There's so many extract campers. So many. Every raid was like that. Especially first day, whenever the tech test 2 players who were only allowed, everybody was extract camping the first day. But after that, it kind of like faded off. Like, I think like actual new players came in and they just goofed around. That's no fun. If the developers add a real PvE mode, I'm in. Okay. I might refund. Being put into going matches and a large amount of camping is just bad design. But extraction shooters are like that. Camping is like inevitable feature. I don't like campers, but you know, I started to say adapt or perish. It's your choice. I think it's perfectly fine to refund. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. If you don't like it, you should just leave. That's why I always keep saying that don't buy the game. Please try out the playtest and then decide yourself. But there were so many people just riding on the hype, being like, oh my god, this is my game, even though I never played it. Nope. It's never like that. You need to at least try out to understand if it's your game or not. Skip. Too many campers. They might have to do something about the campers, maybe. Maybe add some compensation or something. They already added a lot though. Arc Raiders is kind of easier to like escape with the campers. You can still like crawl away inside to survive an ETC. But still, I think people are not immune to extract campers too much. You need to like be careful more. Every time you go to the monument, you get shot, harassed by 5 drones, or you get shot back. It's because whenever you extract like more and more later and later, there's like a lot more AIs. It gets tougher. But if you sneak around, it's kind of possible. Easy skip. Just another weak Nexon game. I do have a little worry about being Nexon game. Some people are gonna say finals. The finals is great and all, but I still don't like Nexon. Nexon is super cautious. You gotta be super cautious. I'm a Korean dude. Nexon is a Korean company. I played their game. They are famous for making a random box, almost inventing it for the first time, and then they scammed the possibility of the random box. They scammed it for like 3 years. Government got involved, and they're in suspension, but they are somehow making a game, still Arc Raiders, and then they might do something about it. I am a little bit cautious. I have my guards up. I'm just saying, guys, always have guards up. Not telling you to not play it. It's not that level. There's still like, you can kinda buy gears through Battle Pass. I don't like that. I hope they make it completely pure cosmetic. And the skill reset. We can't skill reset freely. That part is a little bit worrying because a lot of Korean games ask you to pay for skill reset. Skill point reset. A little bit worrying for that. NPC enemies are boring, no real threat. Gamer. No other interesting factions. No wild animals. What? This PvP playing boring, but sound and visuals are awesome. Okay, at least he appreciates the sounds and visuals. Wild animals, I guess he likes the attention to detail stuff. Skip for me that this Tarkov is still the best extraction shooter. But like what I want to mention is that you mentioned Tarkov, right? This guy mentioned Tarkov. Isn't AI not real threat? In Tarkov, that's all the PvP lovers say. When you're fighting AI, there's no point. No other interesting factions. Tarkov faction has almost no meaning. The Scab and you, PMC, that's it. Radar or rogues or goons or they don't give a F about factions. They shoot you. Wild animals? Tarkov wild animals? Like, I don't know. I think he lost his plot. If you like gambling with your time, sure, you might last 2 minutes or 20 minutes. That's kind of fun part of the game though. At least Arc Raiders, you had a fast matchmaking time. In Tarkov, you die in 30 seconds and you gotta matchmake for 10 minutes again. This guy weak. Everyone I've seen so far shoots first. Proximity chat is fairly pointless. I did felt like that. A lot of people didn't really do proximity chat, especially in Asia. People don't really chat with proximity. This part is kind of interesting actually. I really like what I see, but I prefer a more PvE mode, like how Division 1 and 2 worked, with sectors of map and a dedicated PvE, some to PvP and some PvP, all with slightly different loot pools in each zone. Okay, yeah, that sounds interesting. With that said, it looks great and feels great. These devs are onto something. I wish they would listen to those who don't prefer PvP and give options. I guess he wants the PvE option. Just my honest opinion. PvE mode would make this a buy for me. Easy buy for me. I pre-ordered and after trying the beta, I decided to refund. Not so fun as a solo player. Yeah, see, again, you need to try it out before you buy it. If you have a chance. Of course, there's not going to be always a chance. That's why I love Steam demo games. You can play the demo and then Steam, you still have a chance of 2 hours. Steam is the best, in my opinion, platform until now. I don't know if Epic Games have that. Maybe they do. First game load in, first loot box in the map, start breaching it, get jumped by a camper, and insta-downed while he's jumping and sliding everywhere like a plastic teabagged. Instant alt F4 and uninstall, really? That's a harsh experience for sure. Easiest decision of all time. I can't believe they decided to force PvP on everyone, all the while actually expecting people other than Fortnite and Tarkov players to play this crap. I mean, to be honest, if you've been really stealthy, you should be fine. I mean, I did get jump scared a lot too, but if you get stealthy enough, you should be fine. All those people will ditch the game after 2 weeks. Just go back to the PvP slot. I doubt it. Arc Raiders have a lot of in-depth stuff. I've been seeing already, even on the playtest one, Server Slam, there was a lot of like new items in ETC, which was great, I think. And they have a big company behind them. They have money. They have their experience. I don't know about the extraction shooter part experience, but they did say they're gonna do 10-year worst game. They have a deep lore and shite. I think they'll be fine. They'll do like wipe updates or something like that. There's no wipe, but so I don't really agree with this guy. Never skip something so fast. Wow, there's a lot of skip for sure. I mean, I need to mention this at the same time though, guys. It's always the guys who's negative about things will leave comment. It has higher chance of leaving the comment. The people who's happy with it, they won't go to discussion. They just bought the game and just play the game and leave, and then live their own lives. Usually the negative people starts commenting about it, which is fine. I'm not saying it's wrong thing to do. I'm just saying it makes things more negative. It's like internet overall. I really thought I would be a buyer, but I'm getting pretty irritated with the solo experience. I might not. AI is obnoxious. Yeah, I think they bumped up the AIs too much personally. Easy buy, but need more PvE activity. Yada yada. Okay, I think it's kind of getting repetitive, right? Negative people only try out the server slime. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Peacekeeper. Like, they should have let the people just try out the whole playtest too. Again, on server slime, in my opinion. Even different maps too. I guess they were trying to manage the server easier. I think they fucked up by blocking over 50% of the things. I think they blocked like 90%, 99%. If it's too hard, it'll find audience. I thought this game was gonna be a huge hit because everyone loved the close beta. I mean, it's a pretty huge hit already. This many people, I think there's gonna be at least like 100k people on actual game. Or maybe not, because it's not gonna be free anymore. How much was it? Is it $40? $50? Skip, not my toe. There's a lot of skips for sure though. A lot of skip. PvE mode refund? What the f is this? I paid PvP PvE extraction shooter game I played during the tech test, and I will not tolerate shift towards PvE. No dedicated PvE only zones, no dedicated PvE game modes, no dedicated PvE servers. Do not try to please everyone, it won't work. It's either the vocal minority or the actual buyers and players. I don't like these guys. He thinks in his brain only and then spits it out as such as is true, but we can already see the results from even here. See, 22 likes, 72 comments, 9 likes, 22 comments. Sadly, PvP lovers, you guys are not the majority, especially in Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders was PvE and then they stripped it to PvP. It's still great. You guys are not majority. Why? Do not try to please everyone. I guess you can say that. It won't work? No, I think it's gonna work fine. I personally think it's gonna work better if there's PvE servers and PvP servers. It's either the vocal minority wrong. That part is wrong. We can literally see it from here, right? That's easy to see. Wait, what? PvE saves games, stats and facts. Escape from Tarkov. Percent plus 40% player growth since PvE launch. 50% active players switch to PvE by end of each wipe. $20 PvE upgrade generate millions of revenue. I don't understand. What is he baiting? This guy baiting? Because like this guy said PvE mode equal refund and he hates PvE, but all of a sudden he's talking about PvE is better. Same guy, right? What? I'm a little bit confused. I guess he was rage baiting through this and then trying to actually convince that PvE adding is better. I'm guessing because these are all bottom line. PvE brings players revenue and peace. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. PvE isn't just popular. It's economically superior, player friendly, and free from toxic behavior. I agree on that too. Games that ignore PvE lose their community and their income. I guess a little bit. I'm not really sure. Anyways, yeah. Again, PvE only mode would split the player base. I already explained that earlier. Not having a PvE mode would reduce the size of the player base. Kinda lose. Nope, not really, sadly. They keep saying that, but it's not like that. Look, just see how it goes. You can bring the defibrillator, which works on player you killed. All PvE mobs are bots, so if you are shooting at a human, you're shooting at a player. You know what you're getting. You can play nice, you can go full hole. I think I want to say this also. I think especially on this server slam, I think there was a lot of sweats because it got popular. The game got popular. Before that, it wasn't that popular. Even until playtest 2, it wasn't that popular. So people were like all like, you know, friendly and then just nice people overall, but the sweats were like, is this the game of interest now on this year? I'm gonna have to check out. And then they all hopped into server slam and started stomping as a Chad. I think the whole tendency of the game kind of changed because it got popular, in my opinion. 106 likes, what the hell? But it's the same post, but it's a different post, but the same thing, it seems. That's the most liked one. Or did I open the same thing? Maybe? Buy or skip. Ah, there's new stuff's coming up. Okay, never mind. Buy type BS, really? It's locked now. I was kind of weirded out at the start too, but it's whatever. Who cares? PvP will save it. What is this? Dear developers, your game is so popular only because of yours vision. Pure PvP experience, unforgiving and yet addictive. Not really pure PvP. The AIs were also amazing in my opinion, but look, the gameplay Here is already casual comparing to Tarkov, even though comparing to Tarkov is wrong approach. Do not divide players by different game modes. Oh my god, is it again fucking PvE, PvP division, divide thing? So like the most popular opinion and things talking about is PvP and PvE shit. Ukrainian language. So Ukrainian language is missing too. That's a big deal actually. I didn't know it was like missing a whole language. And it's after that it's all PvP PvE discussion. People wanting PvE, but PvP players don't want PvE to be added. I bet it's a lot of Tarkov players though. Add a PvE server, double your sales, 100% guaranteed. That's what I'm thinking too. They're gonna have more money, they're gonna have more chance, they're gonna add more money power to PvP or PvE or overall game production. I think it's good. I think overall PvE is always good, in my opinion. This game needs a solo or offline or PvE mode. Again, is that? Asmongo says the game is good. I don't know. It depends. Like, you can like whatever streamer, but I don't think you should really, including me, not really like rely on somebody. What I always recommend is play the damn game yourself. Don't ask streamers or YouTubers. I mean, if you can't play it right now, if there's a reason for it, then it's alright. But it was literally free for 3 days. Just a friendly reminder that if this game launches on Subliminal, what? Okay, what does that mean? Posted by Battlefield 6? What the hell? His name is Battlefield 6. What the hell is going on? So Battlefield 6 is attacking Arc Raiders? What the hell is going on? That's kind of a wild post. Waiting for free to play? No, I don't think it's gonna happen. Not buying a PvP only game for premium price. Not without a single player campaign. PvP aspect of this game will ruin it. I think PvP part is super fun too. It's really fun to have like new players and then interacting with them. It's always fun to do that, in my opinion. Like, I know AIs are great on Arc Raiders, but even though if you play it for like hundreds of hours, it's gonna be lame because you experienced it, you learned everything, you know everything, so it's not gonna matter anymore. However they design it, it's gonna be like easier, not more fun. But PvP experience is always different. Some people are gonna say, bro, it's always the same extra camper. No, they're gonna flank in different way. They're gonna be some people are gonna be stupid and just sitting there. I actually have my own clip of somebody just sitting right next to me and being like, oh, what do I do? And I just gun him down. Like, PvP is fun. Definitely. I'm not denying that part. I'm just saying the more option for any game is the better. There's no PvE here. I won't buy a game like that. I don't need PvP in my opinion. Okay, but like if he says so for himself, it's fine. Like himself is fine, but for the game itself, I think PvP is good to have. Having only PvE just doesn't make sense. This is a PvP game. Wow, is that serious discussion? I didn't know it was this serious. That is wild. I didn't think it was going to be that much of a big discussion since Arc Raiders is like really great on PvE part. So yeah guys, that was the Steam discussion. What do you guys think about it? I think, as I already repeated like 50 times in this video, having more option for players to play is better. Split of player base, I think, is not completely right. As I already mentioned, there's gonna be some split, but there's gonna be new players coming in, and there's gonna be also players who's gonna move on to PvP after enjoying PvE. So I think it's overall good, and more money for PvE because of PvE, and then more development of the game, in my opinion, is overall good. What do you guys think about it? Do tell me in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like these kind of contents, please leave a like. And also, if you want to check me out on live stream, check out Twitch and YouTube and Kickstream. I've been streaming Ducko, which is one of the best games. I need to make a video about this too. I'm too busy playing it. It's been 60, 70, 80 hours I've been playing. I need to grind it, but people are asking me to check out the Steam discussion part on Arc Raiders. I don't regret it. It was interesting for sure. I didn't know PvE and PvP were gonna be that big deal again, just like Tarkov. But anyways, do check me out if you want, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye guys. Bye bye.